They say that between 3 and 4 a.m. are witching hours, are hours when the veil is the thinnest. And because I'm a second shifter, I'm tapping into this 3 a.m. message. Whenever you should find it, I hope that it is what you are needing to hear. And if it's not, it might be in the future. Hello to my Queen of Pentacles, my fellow Virgos, and to any cross watchers. I am Brittany. I absolutely love tarot. This is my favorite tarot card. And I'm excited to meet you because I feel like I am tapping in with somebody who really needs to hear this message. There's been some energy coming through my recent channelings where it's people that you can't trust, right? The last one was more about people that you have in your romantic quarters that you can't trust, but this is like friends or coworker energy coming through. It may not be you that can't trust your partner, but it could be you that has some people around you that are smiling in your face and really they can't stand your magic. They can't stand your power. Somebody sees just how powerful you are. I'm also seeing where somebody really is watching you as well. So this can be management or, this can be somebody of higher status. They are watching you and seeing your rise to power, and it's impeccable. I feel like there are people watching you and comparing you to other people, and you are extraordinary, Virgo, my beautiful Virgo. But there comes a major price with being this amazing. I feel like you have to work a lot. You have to help out a lot of people, things that you have learned, especially when it comes to maybe finances or healing in some way. There is so much that you've learned. It's like people are constantly wanting to gain some insight from you. Like they really want this. However, you can't give your energy to everybody, Virgo. You cannot give your energy to everybody because you can't fully trust it. There could be people that are literally waiting to see you mess up, to see, because one of the things, and you probably have heard this a lot, people don't like Virgos because Virgos are too perfect. But who thinks the Virgo is perfect, me or you? And that's how they see it, right? And really what it is a certain natural ability that you have, that you possess. And there is this natural ethic about yourself where you want to help people out. You have a lot of humility. You want to help people out. You want to, be the one taking one for the team and really carrying the team probably at times. Routine is your bag, and where people think that this is perfectionist type of behavior, it's really about you being in a routine and staying with it, so you are very good with that. People can rely on you for this, right? And so it's not you trying to be perfect a lot of the times, Virgo. It's really just this natural ability you have to maintain order, to be relied upon, and to make shit happen, right? And people think this is, especially if you are into spirituality and magic, maybe you're into witches, what have you. It's like really people are going to be like, what? You know what I'm saying? But one of the things, and I just saw 555 on the timer, and that's significant for a whole nother reason. But if you're seeing 555, this message could definitely be for you. I'm getting that there is a bit of a fire under you. There's something that you want to step out and do. And it's funny because it doesn't look like that to other people because you're doing so well in one way. So again, maybe at your job, or again, maybe in your social status. So if you're a content creator, something like that, you're doing very well. People are noticing you and taking notice, and you're not having to act and pretend. You are truly being your natural self. And people think you're trying to be perfect. And the shadow side of Virgo, and a lot of Virgos can deal with that, especially if you have air signs in your chart. You could really find yourself being a little too caught up in perfectionism. We all have had that happen. I think even non-Virgos, but even still, there is some of that, but this ain't what this feels like. This just feels like you are operating in your energy and you are winning. You are shining. You are making things happen. Okay. I feel like there's a lot of things fruitful that are coming in. You are able to complete things on time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's just some people around you that can't deal with this. All right, I feel like there are some spiritual haters in the midst. Okay, there are some people that you have to be aware of. And also to the management, if there's some management that is very impressed with you as of late, they are watching you. I feel like they are checking your social media. I'm hearing Instagram. They're really trying to see some pictures or find some dirt on you, because they are also like, there's no way that the Virgo is this perfect. There's no way. But it's not even that you're perfect. It's just that you possess so much, and you realize that, and you're walking in it. Your queendom has come. Okay. And people are going to try to find whatever they can against you. And honey, I'm hearing they only going to probably find maybe sometimes where you might have called off, maybe you might have got a reprimand or something about calling off or whatever. But one thing about it, and two things for sure, is that they know you going to be there. You know you going to be there. Who said that? Cat Williams? Yeah. And they know when you get there, you going to do the best job you can do when you get there. Whatever little minor infraction that you might have on your record, it pales in comparison to your productivity. It pales in comparison to your performance, Virgo. And it's so crazy because people are really feeling like there's no way the Virgo could be doing this. They could be comparing you to them. You know what I mean? And meanwhile, they don't even know that on the low, you probably comparing yourself to somebody else. Because we do that. We get in our heads, and we have such a, like I said in a past reading when it came to love, this is everything. We set up a high bar. It's just a standard. It doesn't mean perfection. And we have to start getting away from this stigma that Virgos are perfect or trying to be perfect, or feeling like you're constantly have to battle perfectionism. You can be great without necessarily being perfect. It's the people that are around you, and they're maybe in a secret competition with you, or maybe they feel like intimidated or a little thrown off because you could be overshadowing them. I'm getting karmic friends, karmic co-workers, people like this that are, him and he hum with you, but really on the back end, they see people noticing you. They see your work ethic, and they are like hating. But it's not even that. I just feel like Spirit wanted you to find this message so that you can make sure that you are protecting your boundaries, that you are not letting people too close if your intuition raises a red flag. If something about a person just is not meshing with you, watch some of the things that you're saying and speaking about, especially if you have some big goals, because that's the next leg of this message. There's somebody that's really getting tired of the 9 to 5. And as you are rising in your queen power, and as your queendom has finally arrived, you have went into some sort of planning mode. But Spirit needs you to know it's all about the partnership. It's all about the partnership. That's what I'm saying. You've got to be able to use your discernment and weed out the karmic friends, the people that are just trying to be like crabs in a barrel, the people that, are literally like hating on your power and making it seem like it's perfectionism. These are the people that you have to weed out so that you can allow people that's going to come around and be like that iron, right? Iron sharpens iron. So you need people that are going to really help you and help you to sharpen up your tools, sharpen up your skills so that you can really take off in what this is you're planning. All right. I'm hearing Spirit say you can't do this alone. We've got the independence and we got the partnership here. But also, if you try to do it alone, it's not going to be very beneficial for you financially. I'm hearing there is a Virgo out there that has a great idea, that has something that is very beneficial, that people want to see more of, that people want to have. And it may be very intimidating to you to do this on your own, and you're planning everything and really wanting to do it by yourself because you have these kind of like trust issues with people. All right, you could have some Scorpio up in your chart. But it's hard to do this. However, it's necessary so that this can be a fruitful venture for you. And what I'm getting here as well, because we got the back of the deck, I feel like the right partner is going to come towards you. Okay, they are going to come towards you. I'm getting with this little sail back here, this boat back here, a ship. Okay, and I feel like the right partnership is coming. Somebody that is going to really match your energy, right? They're going to match your energy. They're going to match your authority. They're going to be able to be relied upon. They're going to make sound decisions. You know, they're not going to be irrational or think crazy. And I feel like this is going to be a very strong balance in partnership, because if you notice, the Queen of Pentacles is here and the King of Cups is here. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is the earth energy. So you are going to be the one to keep everything grounded, really have things solid on the financials part, and you're going to be able to nurture the business in the way that you need. But your partner is going to be the one that's going to know how to make things a bit more appealing. They might be more of the marketing, you know what I mean? They might have more of a calm way of getting things out, bringing in some different ideas, you know. They're just going to have a bit of emotional, what is that? What am I thinking here? What are you giving me, Spirit? Emotional fortitude when it comes to running a business. You know, they are going to be the ones that are not going to let you get too crazy. They're not going to let you get too in your head. They're not going to let you, you know, sink this ship. They're going to help you keep it afloat. All right. So I feel like there's a strong partnership if this is connecting with you and you have these dreams, or you are planning to start a business to strike out on your own here. All right. I feel like you could be financially drained and exhausted if you don't get a partner. And I also feel like you are going to constantly be drained of your energy if you keep letting people get up in it. So be very careful. All right. And anybody, especially if you have plans, or, you know, you want to start this business or this venture, there could be some people, because they have this haterade in their system, these people are going to be trying to spew out some of these things to deter you, you know, their fears or what have you. They're going to try to deter you in some way, but I see there being wishes fulfilled. All right. You've already accomplished so much, and you're not necessarily proving yourself anymore. You are operating in your natural state, Virgo. And it's amazing. And people can't even believe it. It's so amazing at times. People cannot believe it. It's crazy. It's crazy. But don't dim yourself. Don't stop shining. Don't stop rising. Don't stop walking in that queen energy. That's why I really wanted this channel to be this name, because I feel like we embody that so much. Royalty. I absolutely love that my middle name is Victoria, because I feel like a queen. My mama knew. My daddy knew. Okay? My people knew. I don't know what they was thinking with Brittany, but it was the 80s, so whatever. But they knew. I feel basic. And that's the thing, right, Virgo? Like, we don't see ourselves the way other people do. And that's not a reason to hate on us. That's not a reason to try to find something wrong. Point out little shit. You know, you could have some people at your job and management nitpicking and whatever, because they want to They want you to be more human and normal. And it's not to say that you're not. You are just an exceptional human. You are exceptionally normal. And you are in the season of your queendom. I feel this. So, again, as I stated at the beginning, this might not resonate with you right now, but this might be what's coming towards you here. Because Spirit's like, bear with me with the Tiana Taylor. Bear with me. Okay? Don't stop trusting in God's plan for your life. No matter who's around you, don't let these people of the world lift you up nor tear you down. Keep being in your energy. Keep being in that God essence that we have in us. Gosh, you know, the Virgo, the symbol, the sign for the Virgo is the Virgin, and it's associated with the Virgin Mary, who was whose mama? I mean, what more can I say? You know, I feel like there is just a joyful future here, a lot to celebrate, a lot of things happening, even when there are so many things against you. All right, no weapon is formed. No weapon is formed. Okay, so I'm gonna get some of these cards. Let me clip this mic. Un momento. Then we got the Gemini, I think. All right, also ruled by Mercury as well as Virgo. And I'm going to get one more. You thinking about it. You thinking about a lot lately. I've been feeling your intuition heavy. And I feel like, too, our energy is about to start rising because we are getting towards Virgo season. Let me be very clear. We're close. Okay, we're close. So it's about building up this energy, but it's just going to be in spite of some people around you that maybe you can't trust or maybe don't have the best intentions. But this card also says keep your enemies closer. Your friends closer, your enemies closer. All right. And then we've got the I use card with the Capricorn energy. Our fellow earth sign. All right, you could have Capricorn or Gemini in your chart. You could be a Gemini or Capricorn sun sign, and you are here because Virgo is in your big three, you know. But I am feeling there's something very significant about these two seasons as well. All right, so this could have been starting around Gemini season, and it's going to come into completion around Capricorn season. But one thing that is very significant is I feel like there's going to be a lot of this energy because we are about to move into a Saturn retrograde. All right, and Mercury is now moving forward. So I feel like there are things being revealed, but we're learning how to pivot. You know, we're learning how to stay disciplined in whatever realities are being exposed. Okay, because I feel like there could be something where people are trying to find something, people are trying to, you know, deter you, hate on you or whatever, and it's like now it's going to start coming to the surface. But we have to make sure we're moving in our own energy. You know what I'm saying? Like doing what we need to do to get some things done. All right. I feel like there is something here. Excuse me. I feel like there is something here with this Capricorn card. I'm going to check it out and see, and I'm going to read a little bit. Can I read a little bit? Okay. I'm going to read a little bit. It is time to focus on your objectives and not let go. Ruled by Saturn, the planet of hard luck, the sign of Capricorn is personified by the goat that climbs the steepest cliffs to gain worldly success. Capricorn is a resourceful sign, and those under its influence long for power and prestige. There are some people that's longing for it, and you just, it just seems like you just walking in it, and you just being you know? There is no one more ambitious than a Capricorn. They really do want to take the world by the horns. They are more spiritual goats, of course. Or there are more spiritual goats, of course. But the aim of most Capricorns is fundamentally practical in nature. With them, there are no careless wanderings into fairyland. This mountain goat looks for a physical niche, and through some glorious contact by which they can achieve, their aim is to come up in the world no matter what it takes. This is the reason behind the motto for Capricorn I use. Capricorns utilize their energies towards some concrete purpose rather than daydreams in the imagination. They are insanely ambitious and often good looking. Capricorns appear mature early in life and then grow younger and younger looking with each passing year. When the Capricorn card turns up in a reading, it denotes a time of diligence and hard work. And you're doing that as a Virgo. There is a gaining in status and reputation. Whatever you're toiled over and especially sacrificed for, you are ready for splendid results to be revealed. Keep in mind this gain may be slow and systematic, but that you are headed towards something solid and lasting. You are about to meet all the right people who will back you and your goals. Some may be greater in status than others or than you, but they will show you the ropes or support you in some substantial way. By all means, do not lose them. You could be awaiting an outcome or judgment, so look to the surrounding cards to determine whether it will be a good one. You may also be waiting for the answer or resolution to something long overdue. With the Capricorn card, you can be assured the answer will be just and fair, especially if you have worked hard and kept your nose to the grindstone. With this card in a spread, you will not be defeated. Let's just have a look-see at Gemini for shits and giggles. Wow. This hitting for the Virgo. This whole energy is hitting, okay? Communication is key. Be versatile and quick at this time. You must also be mindful because people are talking. There are a lot of conversations and thoughts about you, Virgo. There are a lot. There are some people that are watching you. Again, whether it's like on a social level, a status level, or just, upper management at your job, you are being viewed as the standard. And meanwhile, you are setting the bar higher and higher for yourself because of your own high standard for yourself. People don't even see that part. Geminis are chatty and their minds act like quicksilver. Geminis prefer to do things fast, not because they're boisterous, but because they become bored with anything tedious and not immediately fun. Words are everything to a Gemini. They adore books, but hardly ever read them entirely. Shit, that's me. I'll read my ass off, but I might not finish it. But and I also move fast. So you could find somebody's probably really impressed with that. Dang, like you efficient and you fast. You know what I'm saying? You get here early, right? We like you, but what? It's too good to be true, right? That's how they looking at you. When this card comes up, you may be the object of discussion, or you may have to talk your way out of a sticky situation. Since communication is key with Gemini, you may find yourself involved with new forms of technology that help spread your ideas to a wider audience. That's what somebody's going to be coming in with, even though it's an air sign energy. But what was I saying? There could be some Virgos that have a lot of air in your chart too. Just saying. Such technology will be including cameras, computers, tablets, and the next invention to come along. Writing may also figure in, such as creating a blog, writing books, or just being involved with books and publishing. You may find yourself either to be a skilled diplomat or asked to teach or give a speech. Don't be surprised if management don't come asking you to take on a bigger role because you're just showing up in that way. And also, too, what I'm getting is there could be some Virgos here that might be wanting to get into photography or some sort of artistry. All right, this was coming through even before I just saw cameras, okay? Because we got a picture is worth 1,000 words. Just so you know, I'm not making that up, okay? That was already here. I just didn't say it. But there could be some of that as well, okay? I could go on and on. but I won't. The situation of it all is you going somewhere. You doing something with yourself. And people don't like that. Some people don't want you to go nowhere. Your energy might just be so dope. They want to try to keep you for themselves. All right? Or they might be feeling like, oh, it's too good to be true. Something's got to be wrong. Something's got to be off. They could keep on digging. They could keep on trying to find something. But it ain't going to be what they want to find. But what somebody might find, somebody's 9 to 5, they going to find you putting in your 2-week notice. I don't know if it's right now, but you're planning on when you want to do it. You're planning on when you want to do it. But just take heed to Spirit's advice, because I really feel like you got a successful business or a successful passion, some means to make money. All right. You got something very successful up your sleeve. You just need the right people to sharpen that iron. And it has to be people that are iron themselves. Get some good mentors, But I'm going to end this there. I'm sending you so much love and light, and I truly hope and trust that I will see you in a future reading. See you later.